Call of Duty Vanguard nukes or V2 rockets are broken. As with many aspects of Vanguard, developer Sledgehammer Games has employed an archaic nuke mechanic, one that really shouldn't have slipped through the cracks and something that I'm hoping can be changed in a post-launch patch. Hello there, this is Mac4GG Community, a community channel that pays its creators real money. Find out more information and how to submit your own content in the description below. Today I want to talk about the V2 rocket killstreak in Call of Duty Vanguard. For those who don't know, there's a hidden killstreak that doesn't have to be equipped in the killstreaks menu. It's a fourth streak that players can earn if they go on a 25 gun streak. A gun streak means getting kills with conventional weaponry, so no other streaks like the War Machine or Death Machine. It's no easy feat and some players will never achieve it. However, for those who can achieve it, the V2 rocket is the ultimate in-game flex, killing everyone on the map and also ending the match and winning the game for the player who called in the nuke. That latter part is what I'm here to complain about. Automatically granting the player who called in a nuke the win is just wrong, especially in objective-based game modes. It's hard enough as it is to get randoms to play the objective, and now with the return of kill streaks instead of score streaks, there is even less motivation for players to jump on the dangerous B flag or try and defuse a bomb. It's a mess, and most games end up playing like team deathmatch. Add a game-winning nuke on top of this, and you end up with players sitting at the back of maps, taking enemies out at range with ease. What's more, objective game modes are the best for farming kills, as spawns are much easier to predict and you don't have to worry as much about them flipping. So you end up with nuke hunters avoiding kill-based modes and flocking to objective game types instead. In objective modes, the general direction of enemies is easy to predict, and you can monitor key objectives to quickly take out anyone who is actually playing the game mode properly. A 25 gun streak isn't even that rare with the new Blitz pacing, as maps are filled with way too many players and someone with a pair of LMGs can rack up the kills by staring down a choke point with a scope. While I think a nuke streak should be in the game, as it's an awesome feeling to earn one and unique only to Call of Duty, it should not be ending objective mode games. We were winning an epic domination blitz match where many players on both sides were pushing to capture and then recapture B. There was death everywhere and it was super intense, and it was suddenly put to an end by a player who called in a nuke. They had 0 captures to their name, but suddenly they had won this domination match. The better way to implement a nuke is to have the player call it in, everyone sees their name and knows how awesome they are, everyone then dies, and then the match continues. This is how it's been done in other Call of Duty titles, and I much prefer it. The argument against this is that if an enemy player is able to get a 25 gun streak in the first place, then surely they are steamrolling the opposition and the match should really end anyway to stop their victims from suffering any more hurt. And if I'm so annoyed by nukes, why don't I focus on killing that player? These are fair points, and matches ending early is an interesting idea that some other games have explored, but I don't think all matches should be ending early just because a single player is racking up a bunch of kills without dying. That would be very annoying to those in objective-based modes. As for hunting those players aiming for the nuke, it's a valid suggestion. However, the problem with rushing off to find those camping for nukes is that you suddenly start ignoring the objective yourself and can often mess up spawns for your team. For example, in Domination, if you hold A and B but someone is sitting on C with a high-powered scope farming kills, going over to C to kill them has a high chance of flipping the spawns, which can then mess everything up and cause you to lose B, which is the most valuable flag. It's a whole lot of drama to stop a single player, and I'd much prefer to let them have their moment in the spotlight with a nuke, but without it ending the match. I'm personally hoping that Sledgehammer Games can add a simple change to make the V2 rocket not end games, instead giving the win to the team that has fulfilled the game mode's objective. But what do you make of all of this? Is the nuke fine as it is, and are you happy with it ending games, or would you prefer to see it change to not end matches? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you loved it, consider subscribing. This has been Mac for GG Community. See you again soon.